with KCRA 3 weather at 5. Here's a live look from Sacramento, Lake Tahoe, or Sutter Butte sky camera where you can't see much, and Rancho Cordova on the bottom right there. Winter storm bringing rain to the valley, snow to the Sierra, with snow expected in the lower elevations later tonight. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Lisa Gonzalez.
I'm Galston Dart. A whole lot of weather going on. It's a KCRA 3 weather alert day because of the travel conditions that are dangerous in some areas in the Sierra, as well as the soggy roads in the valley. So here we go. So this is chain controls have been in place now on Interstate 80 and Highway 50 all day long, with Caltrans crews working to keep the roads clear on the left. That's what we saw on Interstate 80 today. That's Live Tracker 3. And on the right, that is a look at Highway 50 in Myers. Both roads have closed and reopened several times today because of some spinouts and dangerous conditions.
And we're bringing you live team coverage tonight from the valley to the Sierra. Our team of meteorologists are tracking the storm, but we begin with meteorologist Heather Waldman with what's happening right now.
Yeah, and this is just the beginning. Round 1 to 2 that we're tracking over the next 24 to 36 hours or so. Rain is letting up in the valley, but as that heavy band that just moved through the foothills moves up into the Sierra, the snow level is dropping and the snow intensity is picking up. Dirk's going to talk more about the snow level here in just a minute. Let's take a tour of what's going on. We've got snow pretty much throughout Plumas County at this point, snowing steadily from Quincy into Portola, so that drive along Highway 70 is going to be some slow going. Our traffic meters showing the yellow there. That's where traffic is moving slower in both directions on Interstate 80. No closures right now, which is good to see, but drivers have to chain up all the way down in Baxter. You need to keep the chains all the way into Truckee. This is where we had the closure earlier this afternoon, going right up and over Donner Summit. We've seen that off and on as we get those spin outs going. You can see just how low that snow level is getting, and it continues to creep lower through the afternoon. Things okay along Highway 20. You will get some snow going up and out of Grass Valley and up towards Interstate 80, but traffic, at least by our indicators, is at least moving along. Starting to slow down, though, along Highway 50 in both directions as the snow intensifies a little bit there, and it's slow going up above Forest Meadows and Arnold along Highway 4. You go up above Twain-Hart on 108, and yeah, it's going to take you a while to get up that way as well. Look at some of these rainfall numbers. This is just over the last 24 hours since all of this began early this morning. 1 to 2 inches of rain for the valley, so that's kind of overperforming a little bit. Up into Placerville, almost 2 inches of rainfall. Same thing into Auburn. And of course, all that water translating into snow in the Sierra. We love to see that. Heaviest of the rain starting to clear out of Calaveras and Tuolumne County. Round 2 comes in early tomorrow morning. We're going to talk more about that in a few minutes.
All right, and back to round 1, the storm bringing heavy snow to the Sierra.
That's right. KCRA 3's Michelle Bandors and Nyack, where some are taking advantage of this weather, right, Michelle?
Yeah, that's right, Lisa. We wanted to take a break from driving on Interstate 80 and get out of some of those treacherous conditions that we saw all day. 80 behind us, not really seeing a lot of traffic on 80 today, which we were talking about earlier, which is a good thing. Maybe people were taking advantage of either leaving tomorrow or got up early and left. But yeah, check it out. We ran into it. There's a family here from Sacramento, and look at he's got his little sled. They've been sledding here on the hill. If you've been to Nyack before, you know that this is a good place to be. And Razik, we've got a family from Sacramento. Hey, thanks for talking to us. Tell me, what'd you do today?
Oh, we play like snowballs and then we slide. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
No school today because it's a holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have no school in 1 week in Sacramento.
Okay, and so what do you think of the snow?
It's good. I really like it.
Well, you were holding, a hot chocolate earlier or something? I saw you.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
and somebody over here was throwing a snowball at me. Who was throwing
It
snowballs?
was my mom.
Your mom was throwing snowballs at me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you're just having fun. Are you wrapped up now? Or are y'all done playing in the snow, or what happens next?
Yeah, we're done. We're going down home though.
Okay, you're going home.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for talking to me. I'm glad you're having fun. I don't know if I'm going to get a snowball lobbed at me again, but hey, these guys, we saw them playing up there. You guys were rolling around in the snow, having a good time. We've seen there's a bunch of snowmen that they were making, and so honestly, this is the nice part, right? This is the fun part of when we get the Sierra snowstorms. When you're done driving in it, hopefully you're safe. You have those chains. You have to have the chains from Baxter and Placer County all the way to the Nevada state line. And you know what? This is what it's all about. Being with family, days off, holiday, having fun in the beautiful snow. Reporting live in Nyack, Michelle Bandor, KCRA 3 News.
And getting smacked in the head with a snowball. Watch out. All right, Michelle.
She missed me.
Okay.
She missed.
That time.
She missed.
You summed it up beautifully, though.
All right. Well, communities in the lower elevations are also preparing for some snow by morning time.
Yes, in Grass Valley, we saw people getting some last-minute items. One local hardware store ran out of snow shovels yesterday, and they're expecting the same thing today. Snow plows are also an important item, and some areas could take a little longer for those plows to get to. So we caught up with some locals to find out how they're getting ready.
Just food and make sure I got enough toilet paper and everything else that we need to do. You got to stay warm. Power's going to go out, so we got to make sure we have enough, blankets and enough everything, wood, to keep warm.
People are mostly coming in and getting ready for storms, so that means they're getting batteries and snow melt. They're preparing for power outages. We're selling generators right now. A lot of snow shovels, a lot of ice melt, and anything, emergency radios, anything, flashlights, things that people would need to get through an extended power outage.
Road crews with Nevada County Public Works will respond to issues on county roadways again as fast as they can. County officials have set up sandbag stations at 4 different locations.
So let's head over to meteorologist Dirk Verdorn right now. He's tracking the snow for those lower elevations. And what's it looking like, Dirk?
Well, it's looking like we've got some cold air coming in. Already feeling the effects of this first wave coming through, dropping snow levels. We're going to be seeing that down to around 3,000 feet. We're already getting pretty close to that right now. There's another one, though, behind it that's got even colder air, and that's going to come down and reinforce the air that's already in place and bring those snow levels down around 2,000 feet or even lower. So let's take a look at the Sierra timeline and the snow levels. So we're looking at by this evening, 2,500 feet. This snow is going to be with us for tonight and into tomorrow morning. We'll see those levels go up to about 3,200 feet by Tuesday afternoon. And then by Wednesday morning, that's when we have the coldest air arrive. And that's when we can expect snow levels to drop down below 2,000 feet. But we're not looking at a lot of snow at that point. Things are going to dry out when we get that colder air. It just can't hold all the moisture that it would if it was warmer. So we are going to have some snow. It shouldn't be much, but we will see those snow levels up to around 2,300 feet by Wednesday afternoon. And then we'll continue to see that chance for snow. But let's take a look at the amounts that are expected. And this takes us through Wednesday. So we're looking at tomorrow's snow and on into the cold, drier snow on into Wednesday morning. Quincy could see anywhere from 16 to 24 inches of snowfall. Portola, 12 to 20. Downeyville, anywhere from 16 to 24. And as we move past Blue Canyon, we could see 3 to 4 feet of additional snowfall there in Blue Canyon. Colfax could see anywhere from 6 to 12 inches of snowfall. Pollock Pines already starting to see that snow accumulate. 18 to 24 is in your future, and we're looking at 12 to 18 in Camino. Sliding over Pioneer, again sitting right around 3,000 feet. We're looking at 3 to 6 inches. Could see a little bit more there when all is said and done. 20 to 30 inches expected in Arnold. Murphy's getting a wet 1 to 2 inches. Sonora could see a trace amount of snow. Twain Hart 8 to 12 in Dodge Ridge. Look at that, up to 5 feet of snow possible. So that's what we're looking forward to over the next couple of days. Back over to you.
All right, Dirk, thank you. And people living in the valley are also dealing with some rain. It's, of course, enough to create some slick conditions out there on the roads.
Let's go to KCRA 3's Cecil Hannibal joining us right now. He is in Sacramento right now. The hood's up. That means some rain coming down. Hey, Cecil.
Hey guys, yeah, different story than what Michelle's dealing with. No snowballs, no snowmen, just rain. But it hasn't been too bad. It's been pretty steady. I wouldn't say it's been heavy rain, but it has been steady since we've been out here. Right now, we're here on 16th and Peach Street. Of course, 16th Street, a very busy thoroughfare through the downtown and midtown areas. And again, we're not seeing too much. Some ponding here on the crosswalk, but for the most part, you know, things look pretty smooth out here. Just some steady light to medium rain's been falling. But what we'll say is what we always say. If you're leaving work or heading out of the house today, make sure you take your time. These roads are slick, so make sure you slow down. We've been seeing folks walk around with their umbrellas, still going to businesses and still visiting restaurants and bars and stuff like that. So people are still outside. But of course, if you're driving right now, take your time. The roads are wet. But guys, no heavy rain just yet, but it's still early. We're waiting on that. For now, we're live in Midtown. Cecil Hannibal, KCRA 3 News.
All right, thanks, Cecil.
All right, just a reminder, if you've got any photos or video of rain and snow that you'd like to share with us, it's easy. Download the KCRA 3 app, click the Upload tab, and send them to us. Then make sure to turn on alerts so you can get severe weather information sent right to your phone.